Hi everybody, it's Mark Shellshear. This is the Mark Art Show coming to you from Galleria de las Islas in Metro Manila, Philippines. Hey, we had a lot of comments on yesterday's blog, and so I thought I would talk a little bit about it and try and clear it up a little because I've confused some people. Hey, some of you are doing storytelling and putting price on and it's working for you, so don't change. And if you're finding that if you put prices on your paintings and it's working for you, then you should continue to do what you're doing. I'm only talking about what we found here in the gallery. So let me explain. We found here in the gallery that if we put prices on paintings, we didn't seem to get the click-throughs at all. And so we found that by not putting the price on the painting, it gets the people to PM us, and then we're able to enter into conversation. And that's what's working for us. Now, in saying that, and I'm going to talk a lot more about it all, I want you to experiment, okay? Now, some people say that they prefer prices on things. Hey, I'm the guy who likes prices on the things. Remember, I'm the one who complains about galleries who do not put prices on their paintings. They put up these little tiny title cards, and it's so hard to read, and they never put a price on it, and then you've got to go and ask somebody for the price and to find a catalogue, and sometimes it just becomes too much. So I like prices. So I'm telling you that in the gallery, this gallery that I run, I put the prices on things. So here's this painting here by Austin. So love it up a lot, guys, because it won't be here, I don't think, tomorrow. And this is the price card I put up on it. So you can see that there is the title of the painting, Austin's name, the medium it is, the size, and on the side over here, the exact price of the painting. So I put that up. Now I make sure that's on every painting here. I do that, all right? Now the reason I do that in a gallery is because in a gallery, it's a closed situation. If a person comes in and stands in front of this painting and I walk up to them and begin a conversation with them, I don't have to talk about price because they've already seen what the price is and they're still standing there. So I can then enter into the sales pitch and talk about the painting and talk about Austin and the story behind it and see if I can close the sale. All the time not having to speak about the price because the price is very clear on the painting, and if they want to talk about price, they will bring it up with me. If they say they want, yes, I love the painting, I'll take it, we don't even need to talk about price. They know the price, they take the title card off there, and I walk them to the office, get the painting off the wall, ask them are they going to pay cash or credit card. So that's the way I would do it within the gallery. Now, clearly hear me when I say this. As a buyer, I prefer prices on paintings when I walk into a building. I've made that clear. And as a seller in the gallery, I do that. But on the internet, I don't want to put the price up there. Now, if I put my buying hat on when I'm looking through paintings on internet pages, yes, I want price on them. Why is that? Because if I like the painting and I see the price, and I say, nah, not for me, I don't have to click through and talk to the artist because I don't want to do that. As a buyer, that's not what I want to do. Okay, so understand that people say they prefer prices, but you're wearing two hats, guys. You're wearing the hat of the buyer and the hat of the seller. So while you're wearing the hat of the buyer, you've got to understand what you want. And we want no conversation with the salespeople. We want to be able to see the price. There's only one question we ask them about the price: is there a discount? And if they say yes or no, then we decide, are we buying it? We don't want to be sold to. Now that's just the psychology of it all. We all want to buy something, but none of us want to be sold to. So understand that. Now you as the artist, you're putting on the seller's hat, a totally different hat. So as the seller, and you've got me going through your page on your internet page, and I see the price, and I go, no, I'm not sure, and I just click on to the next one, and I'm past you. But if I see your painting there, and I say, yeah, I like, that's nice. I wonder how much it costs. Oh, darn, now I've got to go and ask. Oh, well, all right. Click, please PM me the price. I've started a conversation. And you, the seller, can sit back and smile and say, great, they've started a conversation with me. I can now send them a text back. Hi, my painting, this name of this painting is Sunset Over the Harbour, I think is what I said it was. It's $100, and then just begin to talk about it. Talk about the painting quickly. You know, I did this painting in 3 sessions sitting at the place in the harbour, and this is what happened, and I caught the light, and you know, bring the story up. And then ask the question, I really love this, don't you? Now, are they going to answer you? Most times, the psychology of people when asked a question is to answer. But they might say, $100 too much, click, gone. So, but the concept behind what I'm talking about is as a seller wanting to get people to click through to ask me a question. Because I know if they click through and ask me a question, it gives me the opportunity then to then ask them a question back and hopefully get a dialogue, a conversation going so we can bring it to a sale. What I'm trying to do is 1, get a conversation going, 2, bring it to a sale, and 3, develop a relationship with those people so that I have the opportunity to sell to them again. Now, I know you're artists and I know you're not salespeople. I understand that. But when you are selling your paintings, you've got to put that hat on and you've got to think as a seller, not as a buyer. As a buyer, you want the price, you want to click through as quickly as you can. You don't want to talk to the salesperson. You want nothing to do with them because you know they're going to sell to you. And you don't want to be sold to, you just want to buy. I know it's a contradiction, but that's the way it works. So what I am getting here is I'm trying to get the click through to me so that I can begin to build a conversation and not hard sell you. You asked for the price, I gave you the price, and I gave you a brief story. I told a brief story to interest you, and then I asked you a question at the end of it. Hopefully you will respond to the question, not the price. Okay? So you're responding to the question I'm asking you, knowing what the price is. And if you respond back, then the price is not an issue. It's how do we get this to the point where you say yes. That's what I am trying to do here. I really want to build a relationship. I really want to start a conversation, and I really want to sell my paintings. Now, there's nothing wrong with selling your paintings. I mean, I would like to see artists a little bit more aggressive in selling. You know, a little bit more pushy with their selling. But that's okay, you don't have to be. But in this situation where you are on social media, a conversation, because artists, there's thousands, millions of artists pushing their work through there. So you've got to be able to offer something different to them, something that will bring a connection with the buyer, and we do that through having great art, a great story to go with it, which can be the title, as we talked about yesterday. We can then make that story such that they will want to click on and ask you the price. And if they do that, you can clearly give them the price, give them the title of the painting again, a short story, and ask a question to get them to come back to you. That's what it's about. That's why I say do that. But here in the gallery, when the person walks up and looks at Austin's paintings, they can see the price clearly on the painting, and if they stand here and look at it for a while, I'll walk up to them and say, hey, isn't this a great painting? And if they respond yes, I will then start to chat with them and talk with them and see how close they are to buying the painting, and if they are, then we'll go through and get the money. That's just the way it is, and that's the way I want you to see it as well. You can't look at this as a buyer, because if you look at a buyer, you will say, oh no, we've got to put the price up because that's what I like. Yeah, that's what you like when you're buying, but you're now selling. Okay guys, I hope that clears it up a little bit. I hope that it gets rid of some of the fog. But in the end, you've got to experiment yourself, and you've got to find what works for you. You know, I can only give you pointers. This is a conversation we're having as well. And I'm just giving you some tips. You work them out what best works for you. Okay? And I encourage you, if you haven't read that book by Dale Carnegie yet, How to Win Friends and Influence People, get a copy, guys, read it. Okay, you have a great day. It's a wet and miserable day here in the Philippines. Rained all the way to work, no traffic. It's a holiday here today. Remember, guys, to reach out, touch people. People are hurting out there. Help people. Hugs and smiles are free. I look forward to the day when I come and visit you soon. You have a great day. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. Ciao.